this game today. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Offense set on first down. Running back searching for a hole. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They'll go to the counter. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. On the run, it's Singleton. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And short now from their own 48. They'll try to get it through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the offense tries to slip in the screen. That's a good play on 3rd and short if you can get them aggressive and the defense aggressive, but the defense sniffed it out, shut that play down before it even started.
They'll try to pick up the first. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And how about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
Caught in the backfield, it's Allen.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. Keeps the legs moving. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
They'll leave it with him. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
7, Rutgers, 0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket. He comes away with the sack.
Leaves it with the back. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. The snap sets up to throw. A little screen to the running back. Still running at the He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Got the first down, looking for more. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Scarlet Knights are on the move. The give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give on the inside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Out of the backfield, he's open. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
Rutgers, 3.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They get him out of bounds at the 46, and he sets him up with terrific field position on that return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Allard. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Makes the grab. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line. He's now up to 52 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Handoff to the lone back. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State! Ready to try the point after. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing.
All kinds of running room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Touch pass on the run. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page and playing together. I love it.
And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Coming to the line, looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 29. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Yeah, and that's nice coverage. He's taking a shot, trying to throw the ball to the end zone. Maybe put that thing up a little bit higher where his guy can go up and make a play and come down. But a nice job by the defender just getting his fingertip on the top of the football.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not...
Touchdown, Rutgers! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
It took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fires left. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. So close to cashing it in for this offense.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Rutgers, 10.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Finds his tight end. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And that's his second sack of the day, and guess what, dudes? He leads the nation in sacks. You better know where he is on every play. That dude has a knack for getting quarterbacks on the ground.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway.
The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
Oh, he left him grabbing. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. From the gun, give on the inside. Nice move, creates some space. He's off to the races. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Penn State!
Number 10.
They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
10.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The junior quarterback frustrated with himself after throwing it behind his man. The Scarlet Knights will bring the punt team onto the field.
Formation to kick it away.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes.
And the Penn State offense will take over.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jason. Just another good run. Another good run. Another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
From the gun, the running back has it. At the 35, he's open. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the punishment has been extended.
Number 13 in the end zone.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Boise State looked like a bunch of world beaters. I think a lot of people forget just how much this program dominated the WAC and Mountain West conferences, and they're a problem again. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. They'll give it to him again. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Brings up second down.
He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's strong. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Now on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
You want to have a lot of success on defense? Make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a prayer.
Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. That is no good. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away yet. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll give it to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Here's the handoff. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
He's all the way down to the 3, showed it all on that run.
So right away after picking up a 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend.
Touchdown, Penn State! And the stomping has commenced.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. A jet sweep pass. Oh, what a caught! And they finally run him out of bounds. A huge gain to wrap up the 3rd quarter. This defense will start the 4th on its heels. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Strong. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. They're going to run it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas. And they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Coming after him. He's got his man. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Offense getting set for first down. The inside handoff. He breaks a tackle. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Can't get him to the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
They came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Shoots it to the left. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal. Oh, they tricked him. It's a fake. He wants to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. You want to be bold and daring, but sometimes you got to know when to just take the 3. Gets it out fast. Oh, what a move! Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. They're bringing heat. He'll pull it down and run. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Leaves it with the back. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Line gets set, first down. He'll start this drive firing. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. The Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah.
He smashes his way through again. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long. And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They had a great day today.
A 3rd and long coming up here. They'll go to the ground. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And after they get him on the ground, that's